Hello, everyone. I am back today to share with you what I was doing this morning. I was out prospecting, doing some errands, and while I'm out doing my errands, I love to share my Avon brochures wherever I go. So if I'm going to the grocery store, I stop into some nail salons or hair salons. Even though I'm not getting my hair done or nails done, I just walk in and ask if I can leave brochures. So I always walk in with my brochures in my hand so that they know what I'm doing there. Okay. So today I walked into what was it? A dry cleaners, a medical office, a dental office, a hair salon, and I think that was it. But it was in all one shopping strip. So one of the places I walked into was a Great Clips hair salon. And I walked in and I asked one of the hairdressers if I could leave some magazines in the magazine rack. And she said, yes, of course, go ahead and do that. So while I was doing that, there was an elderly lady sitting in one of the chairs waiting to get her hair cut. And she kind of glanced at me and smiled, and I smiled back at her. And she said, do you sell Avon? And I said, yes, ma'am, I do. Would you like a brochure? And she said, yes, please. So I handed her one, and she was telling me that she used to be an Avon rep years ago, years ago, and she missed having Avon. I guess she hadn't seen an Avon lady in a while, and she just recently moved into town. But she said, honey, I'm not going to call you right away because I'm going out of town. I'm going on a trip. But I will call you as soon as I get back. And I said, that's perfectly fine. My number and name are on the back of the brochure, and I showed her. So that's a good thing. So I'll probably get a new customer from that. As I was about to walk out the door, one of the hairdressers yelled at me from across the room, and she says, and I turned around, I go, she goes, hey, I want a brochure. And I go, okay. So I walked over and I handed her one. She says, I've been looking for Avon for a long time. And she was a younger lady. She was like in her mid 20s to early 30s. And so I said, tell you what, I'm gonna be putting in my order pretty soon. And she goes, well, what do I need to do? And I said, why don't I get your number and I'll text you to remind you, and that way you don't have to worry about remembering. I'll remind you. I go, is that okay? And she said, yes, please. And so I'm putting in her phone number in my phone, and I go, okay, what's your name? She said, Jessie. So I put it in there, put it in my contact list, and she goes, okay, so when you text me, I just text you my order back. And I go, yeah, because the young people, they love to text, they don't like to call. I said, yes, you can just text me your order back whenever I remind you. So boom, customer number two. So then I walk into a dental office, a couple of doors down, and I walked in and I said, hey, I got some Avon brochures. Can I leave some on the table, on the magazine table? And she said, we're not allowed to do that, but can you give us some? So I gave her a couple, and then I pulled out of my bag my little lipstick bag. It's a little box that I got at Dollar Tree, and inside I have some lipstick bullets, lipstick samples, and there were a lot more in here when I first started out. And they were, what are those? And I go, these are lipstick samples. And I said, don't tell me you've never seen these before. And they said, no. Of course, they were in their early 20s. And I said, oh my gosh, y'all are so young. But anyway, there were three ladies, three girls behind the desk, and they were having a ball. They go, how many can we choose? How many can we get? And I said, as many as you want, as many as you like. So they each took three samples. And so they were really excited about that. And I said, my order is going in a few days, and I will text you to remind you. I picked up a business card I couldn't text them. I said, I'll call one of you guys to remind you when my order is going in. So that's what I'm going to be doing with them. So you see, it doesn't take a whole lot of thinking, um, a whole lot of panicking whenever you're doing this. I know it's scary at first, but when you walk in and you're smiling and you're cheerful and you're acting confident even though you're shaking inside, people will respond positively to you. I had one lady tell me no. I walked into a dry cleaners and she said that she didn't have enough counter space. Of course, the counter space was completely clear, but I said, okay, thank you and have a great day. So you will receive no's, but that's part of being an Avon rep. You'll get no's sometimes, but you'll get a lot of yeses as well. So walk in with your brochures, put on a happy face, take some lipstick samples with you. And that's what I love to do. I love to share with the employees because I know that they'll be there. I can rely on them to be there when I go to deliver their orders. And the more people that work in an office, the better are the chances that people will order from that office. 3, 6, 7 employees, you'll get 2 or 3 orders at a time. Maybe they'll all order at one time. So that's my tip for today. And so go out there and share the love with your Avon brochures. You guys have a terrific day. Until next time, bye bye.